After a real long day of riding, Tanto and the Lone Ranger decided to camp for the night, and they put up their tent. And they were tired. They went in the tent, and it's sometime later they fell asleep. Many hours later, the Lone Ranger woke up, and he says, Tanto, wake up. And he said, what's the matter, Kimosabi? He said, look up and tell me what you see. And he says, me see millions of stars. And then the Lone Ranger said to him, yeah, Tanto, but what does that say to you? For me, it say, cosmologically, the God who made those stars is very great. Practically, it tells me, according to the Big Dipper, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Theologically, it tells me that God is all powerful. And meteorologically, it tells me tomorrow is going to be a very, very beautiful day. That's right, Tanto, the Lone Ranger says, but what else does it say to you? And Tanto looks at the Lone Ranger, he says, me no, Kimosabi. What does it say to you? And he says, Tanto, don't you get it? Somebody stole our tent. You see, it's kind of a humorous story, but the moral of the story is simply this. It should have been obvious to Tanto that when he went into a tent to go to sleep and looks up and sees the stars and the tent is gone, you would think that would be the first thing you would notice. Well, it's amazing to me how God's people fail to see the obvious. In Galatians 3:3, Paul said, are you so foolish that having begun in the Spirit, are you now being made perfect in the flesh? And you know what's interesting? The Spanish word for tanto means foolish. And Paul says, are you so tanto? Are you so foolish that you've missed the obvious? You're born again by the Spirit. God does everything in your life by the Spirit. Miracles are all by the Spirit. How is it that you as Christians start off by the Spirit and then think by the power of your own flesh that you can become spiritually mature? That's the obvious I find that most Christians miss. It should be so clear to us that without Christ, we can do nothing. Thank you. God bless you. Think about it.